Have you ever wondered why some of the smartest people you know seem unable to reach their full potential? They have brilliant ideas. They learn incredibly fast. They see solutions that other people completely miss. Yet somehow, they struggle to finish projects. They constantly feel behind. They start over again and again. If you have ADHD, this isn't because you aren't intelligent. In fact, many adults with ADHD have above average intelligence. The real problem is that intelligence alone doesn't compensate for an ADHD brain that hasn't been understood or managed correctly. Today we're going to look at 5 of the biggest ADHD mistakes that keep highly intelligent people stuck for years, sometimes decades. If you recognize yourself in even one of these mistakes, this video could completely change how you approach your ADHD. Before we begin, if you enjoy practical ADHD strategies that are based on science and real-life experience, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos designed to help you work with your ADHD instead of constantly fighting against it. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Believing intelligence should be enough. One of the most damaging beliefs among adults with ADHD is this: I'm smart enough. I should be able to do this. Because school may have been easy, because you can understand complicated subjects quickly, because everyone tells you how intelligent you are. So when simple everyday tasks become overwhelming, you blame yourself. You think you're lazy, undisciplined, unmotivated. But ADHD doesn't reduce intelligence. It affects executive functioning. Executive functioning is the brain's management system. It controls planning, prioritizing, organizing, emotional regulation, working memory, task initiation, and follow-through. You can have an exceptionally intelligent brain and still struggle to begin writing one email. That's why intelligence without effective ADHD strategies often creates frustration instead of success. The goal isn't becoming smarter. The goal is learning how your ADHD brain actually works. Mistake number 2, waiting until you feel motivated. This mistake traps countless adults with ADHD. They tell themselves, I'll do it when I feel ready. I'll start tomorrow. I just need to get motivated. Here's the problem. The ADHD brain is heavily influenced by dopamine. Motivation often comes after action, not before it. Waiting to feel motivated can lead to chronic procrastination, ADHD paralysis, missed deadlines, unfinished projects, and constant guilt. Instead, successful adults with ADHD create systems that reduce the need for motivation. They make starting incredibly easy. 5 minutes, 1 paragraph, 1 email, 1 small action. Momentum creates motivation, not the other way around. Mistake number 3. Trying to use neurotypical productivity systems. This is one of the biggest ADHD mistakes people make. They buy another planner, another calendar, another productivity app, another complicated organization system. It works for 3 days, maybe a week, then everything falls apart. The problem isn't your commitment. The system simply wasn't designed for an ADHD brain. Adults with ADHD often need more visual reminders, simpler systems, immediate rewards, shorter planning horizons, less perfection, more flexibility. Your productivity system should fit your brain, not someone else's. Stop trying to become neurotypical. Start building an environment where your ADHD can actually succeed. Mistake number 4, ignoring emotional regulation. Most people think ADHD is only about attention. It isn't. One of the most overlooked parts of ADHD is emotional regulation. Small setbacks feel enormous. Criticism feels deeply personal. A minor mistake can trigger hours of self-doubt. Many adults also experience rejection-sensitive dysphoria, often called RSD, where perceived rejection or criticism feels emotionally overwhelming. This emotional roller coaster affects careers, relationships, parenting, business, confidence, decision-making, and eventually self-esteem. Learning emotional regulation is just as important as learning time management, because emotional overwhelm often destroys productivity long before distraction does. When you learn to regulate your emotions, you don't just become calmer, you become far more consistent. Mistake number 5, constantly comparing yourself to everyone else. Perhaps the most painful ADHD mistake is comparison. You compare yourself with coworkers, friends, family, successful entrepreneurs, people on social media. You wonder why they seem able to accomplish so much while you're struggling to answer emails. But comparison ignores something very important. You're comparing different brains. Someone without ADHD isn't using the same neurological operating system you are. Your path will look different. Your strengths will be different. Your challenges will be different. Instead of asking, why can't I work like everyone else? Ask, what conditions help my ADHD brain perform at its best? That single question changes everything, because adults with ADHD often possess remarkable strengths: creativity, innovation, rapid problem solving, pattern recognition, entrepreneurial thinking, resilience, big picture vision, curiosity, high energy when deeply engaged. These strengths become extraordinary once your environment supports how your brain naturally functions. Final thoughts. If today's video taught you anything, let it be this: being stuck with ADHD is rarely caused by a lack of intelligence. It's usually caused by using strategies that were never designed for an ADHD brain. The more you understand ADHD, executive functioning, emotional regulation, dopamine, ADHD productivity, ADHD motivation, and your own personal ADHD patterns, the easier life begins to feel. Progress doesn't happen because you become someone different. It happens because you finally stop fighting your brain and start working with it. If you'd like to understand your own ADHD patterns more deeply, visit ADHD-solution.com, ADHD-solution.com, where you'll find additional resources, practical guidance, and a free ADHD assessment designed to help you identify the specific patterns that may be holding you back. Greater awareness often becomes the first step toward creating a life that feels calmer, more productive, and far more enjoyable with ADHD. And if you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel and join us for future videos where we'll continue exploring practical, science-based ADHD strategies that help intelligent adults unlock their true potential. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.